Alright, here we go. Welcome back to this playthrough of Dark Souls 2. I am doing the Gutter, part 2 pretty much. Gutter and Black Gulch. There is a guy back here that wakes up, this guy. I'm just so afraid of falling down to my death. I'll show you which ladder I usually take down. It's that one over there. 1, 2, boom. That's a 1 bomb. The one with an item here. Some dung pie. That guy was sitting here. Oops, you can't hit a fog wall. What am I doing? Oh yeah, traverse it from behind. So I guess you're supposed to drop down over there. The only problem is that if you do that, it's gonna be harder to light that sconce over there. The one with dog. Because the jump in that direction is more difficult to make. Here you got some more throwing, no poison arrows. Okay, I prefer poison throwing knives. I only have 4. I think that's just about enough to poison some enemies that are ahead. Hopefully it is. Hit me. Psych. I was just kidding. Hey, hey, hey. Take it easy. These guys you can farm for poison moss. It can be pretty good. There is an area, Harvest Valley, where you get poison constantly. So if you have like, I don't know, 20, 30 of these, you can just tank the poison and continuously eat them, pretty much. Don't think there's anything over here. I don't want to roll. So, okay, from the bonfire, which is over here, I take not the first one to the left, but the second one. This way I can get most of the items on the way down. And I'm going to put on the cat ring just in case. If I fall from too high up, then it's not going to matter. But if I happen not to do that, I could potentially survive with the cat ring. So this jump is a little tricky. I think you can jump down there with their vases, break the vase, make sure you don't hit and fall off. And then you can just run or maybe jump across there. But make sure you don't hit the ladder either, but you can just jump like this. Usually what I do is I descend attack, but that jump was a little short, so I didn't bother. There are a few enemies down here. Do you reckon they get lured by alluring skulls? I don't have alluring skulls. That can be a very good item, actually. I enjoy finding the items that I need, rather than buying them from NPCs. Because it makes me feel like, you know, I've collected my own resources more. But you can totally buy alluring skulls from the cat in Majula, and if it works on these guys, it can be fairly decent. Surely it does. Like, imagine you throwing an alluring skull and they walk it into a hole and die. That would be absurd. I would program their game like that. It works on the undead citizens, the explodey guys, and it works on the dogs. I don't know if it works on the dogs, actually. I don't know. I don't use it that much. Works on skeletons, some skeletons. Did I get this thing over here? No, I didn't. So I've been lighting all the sconces thus far. And I'm gonna wait with that one at the bottom for last, because that's where the invader spawns. I don't want to be in this little structure when the invader actually spawns. So there are 5 sconces in total, right? This is the first one I lit. Actually, no, where I dropped on over there is the first one I lit. This would be the second, number 2. 3. And 4. And at the bottom is the 5th one. If I've done everything correctly, then the invader should spawn. Let's, if she is about to kill me, I'm gonna escape through here. So I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully she doesn't muck my day up. Let's heal first. I'm gonna use... What do you reckon is gonna kill her? I mean, this thing is pretty homunculus, but I won't be able to use I guess I can just use the halberd. That way I can hold the torch up. Normally I wouldn't do that, but whatever. Actually, I can't because I need to buff it. There we go. Gutter denison. She does a lot of damage. That is the easiest attack to backstab. But she can do soul spear and stuff. It's pretty dangerous. She's very dangerous. She can like two-shot a bunch of characters. What, are you trying to heal? Soul flash, that hits around her. But that's okay. She's a goner. But the stuff that she drops is absolutely ridiculous. The Black Witch's armor, this one. Look at the defenses towards the elements. Magic, fire, and all that stuff. Look how much. That is the best armor in the game for defenses against the dark arts. You know, it's really good. It's what you want to use when you want to pick up the items in the lava. However, the Hexer stuff is also pretty good. I mean, you don't really like it's okay. It's not as good, but it's totally usable in that scenario. Let's see. I have 30. I need 10. Yeah, I can level up. I'm gonna go to Majula, right? And then I'm gonna put 2 points in Faith. You don't have to do this. If I'm just doing it for like, I guess to show off how you can do it. But if you're not a caster or a Faith wielder, then it's totally not necessary. You can use the whip. The whip is a really good weapon to break the statues. So let's see. Boom, boom. Can get 1 extra point. Health. Look at this guy. Nice nose, bro. There we go. It looks like there's some activity down here. I really don't want to get invaded. Maybe I should burn an effigy. It's pretty cool that the game shows you that. Oh. I won't go back for that. Forlorn also has a chance of invading you here. You can use the whip even if you don't have the stats for it and do the running attack. It works pretty well. Actually, these enemies here are weak to fire, aren't they? Let me attune this thing. And then I need to put on boom, boom, there we go. So these statues, right? You can break them, and if you rest at a bonfire, as long as you don't use a homeward bone or die, or you actually fast travel, they won't come back. But there are enemies in those pools of lava, of oil or whatever it is. I goddamn love this miracle. It's very useful in some parts of the DLC as well. The DLCs. Plural. So let me... 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Ow. Forlorn usually triggers around this part, so I guess he didn't want to play this time. Look at all the blood stains. Are you kidding me? I tend to put my summon sign down here to help people out. It's pretty fun. Actually, you know what I can do? I don't need to... I'm not going to rest at a bonfire anymore. I have a bad habit of never ever using these. And there's no point because... they're not holy, you know? It's okay to use them. Flipping amber herbs and twilight herbs and stuff like that. They're also really decent in the DLC. There you go, the old spit. Trembling fear before me. Plus, this is really goddamn satisfying to do. Just seeing things break like that. These pots of oil, right? They do eventually get put out. However, I think they come back when you rest at a bonfire, which is shitty. You know what? I'm not risking it. Sometimes the community puts a message down there so you can see it better. A bloodstain. Maybe there was a message there that said try jumping. Hurrah for friend. This is the 3rd time I meet her yet. She gives me the Ring of Steel Protection. 75, 50 or 75 points towards defense. But that's not that great. Alright, there we go. These don't spit. I don't think. Well, I don't kind of want to waste my torch, but whatever. These things, we're worms. Whatever the hell Gandalf says. Their goal is to push you off the edge. The ledge, whatever. They don't do that much damage, but they totally do that very well. Come on. Bow. Ahead here, there is an invasion. So, if you co-op with a friend, you will be invaded by 2 NPCs. And if you do it solo, you will be invaded by 1. I want them both to invade right now because I need I'll use the halberd. Because I don't want to, you know, I'm gonna have to rest at the bonfire at some point, which is gonna trigger the next invasion, and I'd rather it happening right now. So I'm gonna use both of these guys. Woodland Child Victor and Woodland Child Gully have the giant stone axe, I think. Oh yeah, these guys take reduced damage during the goddamn spawn animation. There they are. I want to bring them back though. I want to fight them back here. So hopefully my summons follow. Come on, come on. I made a mistake. I should have triggered them and quickly came back. But these guys are not that hard to parry. It's just really risky if you mess up, obviously. Bashful Ray is just crazy good. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, look at that. He does so much damage for an NPC, it's absurd. Come on. Oh, there we go. Try to lower his health a little bit. Honestly, this is almost harder because it's so unpredictable. Look at that. And if these guys backstab me, I will be a goner. There is no two ways about it. Spin to win. One guy done. Are you kidding me? Energy saving right now. Whoa! You see him trying to backstab Bashful. I didn't know NPCs could do that to each other. Can they do that? That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's despawn our buddies. Well done. Actually stealing. You can't do both. I don't know why you can't do both. It's a little annoying. There are some giants below. Those are the ones that I wanted to use the poison on. But for every summon you bring with you, there will be an additional giant. So I don't know if that's a lot. If that's easier, really. Maybe if you have one human friend with you, it can be alright. But besides that, no. Let's do that. Clearing the path for Lucatiel, pretty much. There's one more of those gross things that come out of the floor. I like to get rid of all of them so that they don't take me by surprise, because I know where they are, but you know, sometimes I will be in the middle of something. I did not mean to do that. I'll be in the middle of something and forget, you know. There's one more here. These guys grab you and do a ton of damage, as you can imagine. Look at this. This is a dragon corpse. Isn't that pretty cool? I don't need the fire bombs, I guess. Excuse me? This chest right here, right? Usually when a wooden chest is a mimic, it has a padlock on it like that. But there's no teeth. So I don't know if they did this on purpose so that you would hit the chest and possibly break it because it's standing in fire. Or, you know, with a fire weapon essentially. Or if they just miscalculated and they were gonna make it a mimic, but they realized how ridiculously annoying this area is and decided not to go with it after all. Because that's the way a mimic chest is supposed to look like. Yeah, there was one earlier in the upper gutter. It also has a padlock, but it had the mimic's teeth as well. So I'm not gonna rest. Cover your ears. I have no idea why vases are so loud. Let's see what's next. Let me put on some throwing knives. I also... Oh, 6 this time. That's pretty good. Maybe I can poison one of the giants at least. Although I'm gonna need a torch. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the reason throwing knives can be pretty good. You reckon I poison them quicker if I have the crest of the rat? I don't have it with me. Damn it, Craig. Because I'll have to use a bow. Like, if I was to... If I didn't have throwing knives, I'd have to use a bow. Which means I can't hold a torch. I mean, if I could poison them in 3, that'd be great. But I don't think that's gonna happen. It's usually 4. Yeah, but I can use dung pie as well. I have 5 of those. These guys do... Yeah, I couldn't dodge that. Stab attacks are always difficult to dodge. Not gonna risk anything. Let me put on some dung pies as well. Throwing knives I needed 4, so there's no point. These poison me too, so as a matter of fact, this close here stop poison quite a bit. And I can also eat a common fruit, although no, I only have 2. I'll save it for Harvest Valley. That's better. Which one did I poison? I want to kill one of them ideally. No, don't come after me, you big bully. Ideally, I want to kill one. Although maybe this is, because this is a little bit of an AoE, isn't it? Take this. No, it's not. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you see it poisoning me, attack me, come on. Yeah. Look at my throwing arm. Yeah, oh, okay, only 3. That's good. I still don't have 6 dung pies, though. Halberd is probably not the greatest weapon here. Because of the sweet spot, I don't really want to have to focus on that. Get away, get away. They're not supposed to follow you all the way out here. Good. Alright, let's switch it up. The fire longsword doesn't do too well against them. Craftsman's hammer then. Hey, peekaboo. Hey, don't you run away from me, Harry Potter. Hey! He's fantastic. I should use the bow, honestly, because these enemies are way too difficult to fight 2-on-1. And they can hit you when you're on the ground as well, so I don't want to risk anything. Let's do that. You won't be able to see very much for a second here. So this is 4 arrows. Boom. 1 more. And then I'll buff. That guy should die, or at least be very close to. Hey. Get back here. Yeah, split up. That's what works fine by me. There we go. He dies very similar to Velstad, doesn't he? They also have hitboxes on their feet. So if you try to like go behind him when they're doing something like that, for example, look at the smoke coming out of their feet, or the dust or whatever. They have like a hitbox in their ankle. These guys do not have an Achilles heel, let me tell you. They're absolutely stat bags. But you know, I've suffered worse during training, so that's what they forgot. Here you get the Ring of Giants +1. Increases poise. Pretty bloody good. For those times when you need that. Let's see, I think 10 for the first one, 20 for the second, or for the +1, and then maybe 30 for the +2. That's pretty decent. If you think about it, I think the +2 is 8 units though. But 8? No, maybe 5. But for example, the Dranglake armor is 14.5 units, and that gives you 28. So if it's true that the +2 gives you as much as I said, let's see. Yeah, 20 poise. So the +2 is probably 30 poise. That is very good poise to weight ratio, which is something that I keep going on and on about. The stamina, I do want to kill this guy quickly. Like, I have the fire longsword, but he's weak to thrusts. I could use this, but is it gonna be better than using, maybe, if I buff it? I mean, the halberd Although I have to worry about the sweet spot. The problem is that Lucatiel could potentially die here. I don't know, man. Keep this armor on. There's a little bit of fire in there, just in case I take some fire damage. Eat some of this. You know what, no, I'll keep the lance, because I know the moveset of this thing. Or I think it's easier to use this thing than the halberd. But let's hurry up in here before Luca gets here with her terrible AI pathfinding. Buff quickly. Try to make the run focus on me or the Leo ring. Right. Not the greatest time to be switching rings though. Oh my god, that's pitiful. Follow me if you will, come on. I taste great. I promise you that. That is a triple hit, potentially. No, I didn't mean to do that. Not in the fire. Oh, he's focusing on her. Damn it, Greg. Look at the chunks. Look at the chunks he's doing to this woman. Oh yeah, I could have used the red eye ring, couldn't I? Yeah, focus on me. Keep focusing on me. That's alright. One. I like to just roll away from that because I don't want to use my stamina and have to dodge 3 times. Come on, buddy. Lucatiel, get out of the fire. I'm gonna... No, damn it, Greg. I was gonna move backwards there. Wow. I was gonna move backwards so he would, like, come towards me. Yeah, I'm closer to you. Come here. I think she's fine, though. Although she's standing in the fire. Bro, what is your problem? You don't like her hat? Lucatiel, get out of there. Good job. Alright, she survived. Okay. Now, the giants gave me the forgotten key. There are 3 forgotten doors that you need to use that key on. I like the way this lance looks though. It's pretty cool looking, I'm not gonna lie. Let's light the primal bonfire. And ahead there is the way to go to the DLC. If I wasn't doing this sort of I guess in order, but I'm not really doing it in order. There's no order to do anything in these games. But I wanted to save the DLCs for a little bit later. But I could go in there and get a few items. The DLCs often have very good items because they're scaled up quite a bit. So they have like upgraded weapons and upgraded rings and just in general really good stuff on them, in them. This is the first forgotten door where you find Dark Diver Grendel or Brandon Stark, a combination of the Three-Eyed Raven and Brandon Stark.
Ah, look how far this, and a very fit undead, a bit too alive, and like every undead. Oh my, don't mind me. But they're done.
Alright, I think that was it. You need to talk to that guy 3 times to get him to move. I mean, to do his quest. His quest is kind of hard though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't very often fight the Dark Lurker because obviously he's such a late game boss and he has so many requirements. It is a he, by the way. That's something I made a mistake. I thought it was a girl because the way he has 4 arms, which is wicked, but 2 of his arms are crossed, so it looked like boobs. And I thought it was a girl, but no, it's actually a he. But yeah, I don't fight him very often, so no, give me that. No. So I'm not very good at it. And he's really difficult, like, he splits into 2. He's a spellcaster, he splits into 2. And you have to fight 2 spellcasters at once, which is just treason. Oh, I already killed that hollow. This is the second forgotten door. Hit. Oh. See, can I hit that through the door? Because I've tried that before and it didn't work, so I don't know what you're trying to pull, game. I've tried standing by the door and doing the force miracle, and all of these statues were alive, so I don't know why it worked this time. The last forgotten door is in Majula. Hey, the Manslayer, speaking of like poison and poison areas. That's a pretty decent weapon to use with poison. And now this is gonna be the 3rd goddamn time I have to go down to the well, which is not cool at all. Let's put away these two things here. And here's where you get the key to the DLC. Boom. You can also have Laddersmith Gilligan pull a ladder out of his... smith you a ladder. Down here. I think it's the most expensive one you need to get here. The 12k one. Which is equivalent to buying the cat ring. The cat ring costs 13,200, but buying all the ladders is like 18, 20k, I don't know. And the most expensive ladder is like 12,005. So you might as well just buy the cat ring and go down willy-nilly. Soul Vortex, that was the key to the DLC. The first thing I picked up, the Dragon Talon. Here you have Witch Tree Branch and Bellvine, which requires 16. But it's a really good staff. I probably switch it out for this one when the time comes. Let me level up, and yeah, that's gonna be all pretty much. Next up, it's gonna be the Shaded Woods and that area.
Your soul has. I only hope it brings you what you wish.
Let's see though. How many can I put? 5? That's not a lot at all. What can I use in the areas coming up? I guess just more of more of those things. ADP, I'll do that, whatever. Yeah. Thanks for watching this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see ya in the next one. Goodbye.